Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your match review of Chelsea's pre-season friendly, the Mind Series Cup, the Mind Series. Obviously it's a charity. We just drew Tottenham 2-2. Obviously I'm gonna analyze the game, give you, my thoughts on the first half. Not as many on the second half. I'm just gonna focus on mainly our senior players and not players that are gonna be part of our. They're not even gonna be part of our first team next season. Do you know what I mean? But I will talk about some of them and the fact that they made a mistake for the 2 goals that we conceded. But if you do enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah, let's get into it. As you can see by the title, Ziyech shines. Ziyech shines once again, the best player on the pitch. For me, Ziyech has been really impressive this pre-season, and he took his 2 goals really well. Obviously, I gotta say, big shout out to Kante. In fact, before I even get into the individuals, let me talk through the lineup with you guys. So obviously Mendy was in goal. We had the back three of Trevor Chalobah, Kurt Zouma, and Antonio Rudiger. We then had a double pivot of Kovacic and Kante. Marcus Alonso got left wing back. Right wing back was Hudson-Odoi, and then the front three was Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech. And to be honest, people, I couldn't tell whether we was actually playing a 3 at the back or not, because I felt like it was 4 at the back, but Alonso and Hudson-Odoi were like wingers that stretch out, and then Havertz, Ziyech are the ones picking up the pockets around the middle of the park. Do you understand what I'm? So like you could say on the ball, I'd say it was Kurt Zouma and Rudiger here, Alonso and Hudson-Odoi out wide. You're seeing Hudson-Odoi is ahead of Alonso, in fact. Trevor Chalobah's out wide, acting like a right back. And then we've got Kovacic and Kante in the middle, and then Havertz, Werner, and Ziyech just finding pockets through the middle. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I just felt obviously that was the team. And on the ball, we're 4 at the back. Off the ball, we're 5 at the back, as you can quite clearly see. And I could see why Tuchel plays Hudson-Odoi and, in the second half, Pulisic in those positions, because on the ball, they are not actual wing backs. They're not just going to go down the byline and put crosses in. Like, sometimes they'll cut inside. Sometimes they'll even operate around the middle. Pulisic was doing that more in the second half than Hudson-Odoi was in the first half. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I felt like the standout players in that first half were Kante. Kante was on smoke. Fam, this is a pre-season friendly, yeah? And he was on smoke. The intensity of this man was unbelievable. Tackles, interceptions, twisting up, man. Burning up, man. Bruv, Kante was looking elegant, fam. Yeah, for a pre-season game. Do you understand? So for me, that 45 minutes of him was absolutely majestic. Hakim Ziyech, fam, he is fit. He is looking fit, fam. Yeah, he is looking fit. He's looking sharp. He's looking ready. He's got that extra yard of pace going. His pressing is on point. His creativity is just there now. He's now pulling the strings. This is the Ziyech we couldn't see last season because of fitness issues. The fact that, he didn't have a pre-season like this. He was supposed to, but in his first game of pre-season last season, before we started last season, he got injured. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't even start off the season. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Came back, got injured again. So he had his inconsistencies of injuries, and that led to inconsistent performances. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I feel like this year, he's gone on holiday. He's done his thing with Morocco. He's trained. He's looked sharp. He's looking ready for this season. And for me personally, because I think we have signed Lukaku, I genuinely think Lukaku is now done. I think this deal is done. I feel like Lukaku's done. I feel like Ziyech should start in that Super Cup final. For me, I think he should start alongside Havertz. And if he's signed by then, Lukaku. Now, you may say Mount, but he hasn't played yet. Do you understand? He hasn't had a pre-season. So I can't really put him in the team just like that, even though I think his fitness levels are ridiculously high. But the point is, Ziyech is just looking so good this preseason. Obviously in that undisclosed game against Peterborough, he scored a hat-trick. He was really good at Bournemouth, creating 3 chances, the most chances in that game. Obviously in that game against Arsenal, his pressing was on point, his movement was on point, his passing was on point, he was looking sharp. He's looking quick as well. And then today, he looked absolutely brilliant as well. So I've got to give Hakim Ziyech a lot of credit, fam. So, yeah, him and Kante were absolutely outstanding in that first half. And, yeah, just to put it through, Mendy got his 90 minutes. Rudiger's got another, 60 minutes in the tank. He looked decent. Kurt Zouma, I'd like to say he was, I'm going to say inconsistent on the ball. He had his moments where, He was finding Ziyech in between the pockets, and I saw him at times even switch the ball out wide, all the way to Hudson-Odoi, which was really good. But at the same time, he just hoofed the. There was time where he got the ball, hoofed it, and it went out. So it was sort of inconsistent. Like it was even a time where he was being under pressured by I think Son, and he tried passing it to Mendy, and it nearly went out for a corner. Do you understand? So Zuma, look, I've always said it with Zuma, I don't think he's as bad on the ball as people make him out to be. I don't think he is, but I just don't think he's as good as Rudiger, Christensen, and Thiago Silva, and that's all it is for me. But I still think he's a decent centre back. I feel like he's a really good centre back and offers them defensive. He gave you the defensive ability he showed today with his slide tackles, his stank tackles, dominant in both dominant aerially and stuff like that as well. So gotta say fair play to him. Trevor Chalobah's an interesting one, right? When it comes to Chalobah, it's the case of he can play comfortably as a centre back, but he can also play comfortably as a midfielder. And I'm thinking he's someone that's impressed me massively in this preseason out of all the players that have come back from loan. He's the one that's caught my eye quite a bit, and I thought he's really looked impressive. On the ball, he looks composed, looks comfortable, and defensively solid as hell. So I'm like, if we can't get a midfielder, I wouldn't mind seeing Trevor Chalobah as a fourth choice midfielder if we can't get Tuchmeni. That's just my opinion, innit? You may say Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but with Ruben, I said in my last video, if you didn't watch it, check it out. I said, I don't know if he's ready to be that fourth choice midfielder because he's going to have to play quite a bit of games. He'll be a rotational player, but he'll play quite a bit of games because we have a lot of games to play next season. So I'm just thinking, is he ready to be consistent? Is he physically ready? That is my question with Ruben. That is all. Because like I said, even today and in the last games, he's had his good spells, but he's also had his bad spells. Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, Kovacic looked decent as well. Looked good on the ball. Dribbling was great as well. Alonso looking decent, but again, even I thought someone like Kennedy was better than him in that second half than Alonso was in this half. I'm just saying. Hudson-Odoi, we already know about Callum looking sharp, looking fresh, looking like he's ready to go for the season. And he's taking these wing-back roles really well, the right wing-back role and the left wing-back role. So the fact that we can play him in both those positions and use him pretty much as a winger on the ball is really positive for Tuchel and the team. And for him as well, because he'll get minutes. Because I don't see how he gets more minutes in those front three areas than Havertz, Mount, Pulisic, Ziyech. I just don't see how he gets more minutes in them areas than those four guys. That's just my opinion. Obviously, Werner, frustrating. This guy just looks the same as last season. I'm sorry, just looks the same. He just looks the same. He can't finish, man. And I'm sorry, his technical ability is dog, mate. It's not good enough. Like I said, but although his movement is really good, the fact that he creates space for other players and he makes sure other players do play well. I rate that off him. But but his technical ability and his finishing is just not there. And I know it's pre-season, but bro, Lukaku's coming, He's here to score goals. That's what we bought you for, fam. Yeah, and the fact that we've had to buy Lukaku to score goals shows, team, if you're not careful, blood, yeah, you're going to get dropped. But I have a feeling he won't be anyway, because he just brings much more than, even though his technical ability and his finishing is not great, he still brings quite a couple things that are important to Tuchel's system. So I got to say, yeah. And like I said, Ziyech was brilliant. And then obviously with the two goals, obviously the first one came from a mistake and N'Golo Kante tackled him. He driving with the ball, shoots it into the bottom bins. His second goal, really good players. Pulisic, I think, dribbled it out, gave it to, I think it was Timo Werner. Then Timo Werner feeds it to Alonso. Alonso to Ziyech. Ziyech, first touch, hesitates, shoots, deflected, in though. Good goal from him. And like I said, he looked really good. Now, let's talk about second half and just some of the players. The ones I'm not going to bother talking about are the ones that maybe came on. I don't really care about Ampadu or Miazga or Zappacosta or even Kennedy like that, even though he looked better than Alonso or, just these guys. Nah, because they're not even going to be part of our squad next season. Do you know what I'm saying? Malang Sarr, these guys, they're not even going to be part of our squad. So I don't really care. The fact that the players that made mistakes are the ones who are not going to be here. Now, that first goal we conceded, Timo Bakayoko, this brother was moving nuts in the first 5 minutes, already making a mistake, already giving the ball away, and Tottenham nearly scored from it. Yeah, every time Tottenham were getting a chance, then first 20 minutes of that second half, yeah, every time Tottenham got a chance at goal, yeah, it came from a Bakayoko mistake, yeah, and he ended up scoring, and they ended up scoring from it. His second mistake, they ended up scoring. I do think Rudiger might have closed. He should have maybe closed down Mora a bit quicker, but it is what it is. Those are just the type of things you want to make. Those are the types of little mistakes you do want to make in pre-season, not in the actual season. So yeah, and it got deflected off him as well, and Mendy couldn't do anything about it. And then obviously you got the second mistake, Malang Sarr. Like, at the end of the day, we bought this brother for free, innit? He was just here to be part of the loan army. He was free. It was an opportunity. His agent is the same agent as Lukaku's. If you didn't know that, that is a fact. And yeah, he's just going to be someone who has resale value, because he really does. So, yeah. I forgot what I was even going to say. But like I said, yeah, he made that second mistake, and he's just not going to be part of the squad, you know what I mean? And Christian Pulisic came on, I thought, a bit iffy, had these good dribbles, but at times hesitated and, lost the ball. And it's a big season for him, do you know what I'm saying? I thought at right wing back, he was looking really good. Like, right wing back, he was looking good. Like, I was thinking, Pulisic, you're looking quite good, because his dribbling's really good, you know what I'm saying? His crossing ain't bad either. And yeah, his link-up play is on point as well. It's just when he moved into them 10s, I just saw a bit of inconsistency from him. That was all. Maybe hesitating to go for it a bit more, hesitating to take more risk, hesitating to pass the ball when he should have done it a second earlier. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. But he also had these dribbling moments. He also had his quick play and all of that shebangers and quick feet and that. So yeah, Tino Andrew, when he came on, he looked good, to be fair, and I gotta give credit to him. He had a dribble, he nearly scored. It really would have been a good goal from him. So I gotta give credit to him. And like I said, with someone like Ruben again, and this is what I say, is he really ready to be part of our squad this season? Like, considering it's a big injury. I said in my last video, someone like Callum Hudson-Odoi, his injury wasn't as bad as Ruben's, but he needed 2 years to recover from it. And now that he's recovered from it, he's looking good in this preseason and he's ready for the season. Ruben, on the other hand, I'm seeing good moments, but I'm seeing bad moments from him at the same time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is just my opinion of it. I just think, he's dribbling, like I said, really good dribbling, but sometimes he'll overdo it. Sometimes he'll hesitate to pass the ball. Sometimes I've seen him lose it very cheaply in games in the Arsenal game, and I've seen it today against Spurs as well. I even saw it against Bournemouth. So it's a bit of a up here and then down here at times with Ruben. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, at the end of the day, I didn't want to talk about the second half as much as I did, because honestly, like, most of them players, who's going to be part of our squad? I think Pulisic will be. Tammy's going to leave. He didn't really do anything that half anyway. Ruben has a chance of being part of our squad. The likes of Bakayoko are going to go. Zappacosta's, the Kennedys. Mendy got 90 minutes. And to be fair, Mendy for that second goal, I feel like should have done better. It's a bit of a surprise that, By the way, if that was Kepa, everyone would be ridiculing him for that. But we don't give energy like that to the same players, innit? So, yeah, Mendy should have done a lot better. But like I said, if you want to make these mistakes, make them in pre-season and not during the actual season, yeah? Now, our next game, August 11th, Super Cup, people. This is where our season starts, by winning a trophy. And then, yeah, Lukaku boy is coming in very soon, people. And title challenge. It's on, people. It is on. If you did enjoy this video, people, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, share this video. I'm trying to get to as many subscribers as possible. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Comment your thoughts on the game. Who impressed you? Who didn't? Tell me your thoughts on whatever. Tell me what you like. You get me. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.